Hi everyone. I have a mess here, don't I? Let me try to move things aside here. I'm going to try something. Everyone else has tried it, or so many others have, so I might give it a try too. This is indigo and a little bit of oil, gromwell root and a bit of oil, activated charcoal, bit of oil, and here I have, and I'll get it on my fingers. Okay, so I'll have to clean my hands before I get started here. Here I have my just water and my titanium dioxide, sorry. And I'm going to try a design. I've heard it called different things. I've heard it called a shimmy. I've heard it called different things. I'm not really sure of the name. I think it's called shimmy because you wiggle as you're pouring it, you do this. So maybe that's why it's called that. I'm not sure, but I might give it a shot. I have not tried it before, and it might work and it might not, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So let me move things out of the way here, and let's get our goat milk mixed in with our oils. And I'm going to be fragrancing this this is Spearmint. I have some Cedarwood, a bit of Fir Needle, a little bit of a musky, what is it called? Well, I'll put it on the screen. It smells wonderful. It's a very nice combination. And I apologize if I'm a little off, but I've just been so tired and busy with work, but I have to soap or I go Looney Tune. Well, busy at work. What do I mean by that? It's not that there's a ton of work yet. There's about to be. It's training. I've been taking all of these tests. I took, I'm not sure, 7 or 8 different tests today. Some of them are very long, a couple of hours, and some are shorter. And anyway, I'm not complaining. I enjoy it. It's just, by the time I get done with that and then get done with the animals, did laundry, suddenly the day is over and I wanted to sew. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so let me get my goat milk mixed in and then we'll get to moving here. This goat milk is really a little yellow. It was from the beginning. It's a very high in butter fat, and that's my choosing because the goats that this came from, the mothers that this came from, the one mother in particular this came from, had a lot of colostrum. She had triplets, and had a problem, and 2 of them, they all lived, but she couldn't handle them all, and it's unusual for them, or at least for mine, to have that many, but it can happen on occasion. But I put them on, I had some other single mothers that I was able to add those babies to. There's a way to do that so that they accept them, so that she's down to just 1, but I am having to still milk her, and there was a lot of colostrum still. So that's good. That's good for babies, and it just makes the milk that much richer. But it has a lot more of a yellow tint to it, and that's also because they're eating a lot of grass right now, a whole lot of grass. So I'm not even going to hit this with the stick blender. I'm going to do all of this with a whisk because I want to keep this very fluid if possible. If it seizes up, then I'll change the whole design. Don't have a choice there. But I'm going to try to just whisk it together until it comes to emulsion. And I don't have my gloves on. Woe is me. And I have activated charcoal under my nails now. I'm a mess. But I will put the gloves on before I go any further once I get this mostly emulsified. I just want to make sure that it's there so that we are not lye heavy. Make sure all that oil is well blended with the lye, the goat milk, and the fragrances. Okay, now I'm going to get this into my individual containers here. Now I don't need a whole lot of the black. Is that the black or is that that's the indigo? So I almost made a boo-boo there. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bit in. That should be about enough of the black. And here we have our blue, our indigo. And we've got our Cromwell root. Oh, you can't see, can you? Move that over there a bit so you can see better. That's our Cromwell root, which makes kind of a purpley color. I like the way this is infused in oil, where in one of my previous ones, I only did it in a, just poured the powder in. Okay, I'm going to get these fairly full. Guess I'm going to have to make more black than I intended to. Almost there. Okay. Okay. My spatula here. I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. To each of you, actually. I'm going to do my shout outs on the screen because I'm busy doing this right now and I don't want to mess it up. But this is just a thank you to a couple of you in particular, to all of you, but most certainly to a few of you who have really been so positive on the channel and make it worth it for me. Just in your kind comments and your loyalty. Look what just happened. Okay, let me clean up a bit here. It's just the titanium dioxide water, but I just want to clean up. It can be so messy, can't it? Now, each of these I'm going to hit with the stick blender just for a moment, just to get the Well, you know what? I'm not going to mess with it much more because it'll get too thick on me. I may just have two very similar colors, or it may change when the soap starts setting up. You never know with these things. Well, you should. I should have a better idea, actually. But, okay. So, what I'm going to do is start the pour with a little bit of the black. But for me to do this right, let me rearrange here because for you to be able to see everything. Okay, so let's see. I know you're in shadow there, so let me see if I can get a little light there. So what I'm going to do is just start getting some of the black down at the very bottom. just a line there. I'm going to start with, I guess, the grum wheel here. I want to apologize for being so messy here. And I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Because I've been kind of messy, and I think I've poured some of it out of order. No, I have. It's not a thing. It's a no. But it's going to smell wonderful. And I think it'll be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful soap to bathe with. So if it's not beautiful, that's okay too. Yes, I'm overfilling it too. All right. But I think about the day, retiring and that kind of thing and enjoying life. And then I go, well, what is enjoying life? Don't I enjoy life now and I work? Yeah, I do. I enjoy life very much. Are there bad days? Yes. And doesn't everybody have bad days? Yes. Now, I'd be lying if I said I didn't sometimes have really bad days, but those are fewer and far between. All right, so that's about all I'm going to do on the top. And we'll cut it later and we'll see what we get. Okay, let's get this unmolded without me making a total mess. Okay, oop, I've got the corner a little there. Not sure. I got something there. What do you think? A little close. There we go. Oop. Well, what happened was my indigo my indigo turned green, and my Grumwell became sort of this olivey browny green color, which I kind of like actually. Oh, I didn't realize you can't see when I'm laying them down. Here we go. Let me back out a little for you. What do you think? I like them. Now, I made mistakes when I was doing the pour. I know I did. I skipped putting the black in a few places. I did a few things that I would do different next time. But what a fun experience this was. Isn't it funny? I've been making soap for, well, a lot of years. And there are still things to learn. There are still adventures to have. And that is one of the things I just absolutely love about soap making, is that every day can be an adventure. Now, obviously, if you practice, if you pay attention, you can get a consistent result in design and each time. But I like the adventure of just going for it sometimes. And I am going to go and watch some videos and try to get some better ideas of the proper way to do it, because I know I made some mistakes. But I think it's really pretty. They kind of look like jalapeno peppers to me. Maybe that's because I live in Texas. But that's what it's just reminding me of jalapeno peppers. It smells fantastic. Right. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? I think they're a lot of fun. I really appreciate you all so much coming to the channel and visiting with me. It means the world to me. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a terrific day, and I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.